during healing, so many of us just focus on that physical aspect. But as we know with myofascial release, we also love to address that emotional aspect. So I'd love to dive a little bit deeper into the emotional aspect so people have a deeper understanding of it. Can you maybe share with us 2 to 3 things that you feel people should know about myofascial release and the emotions?
Again, I don't think I can bring it up enough times or
Yeah,
tell people enough times that it's natural.
yeah.
You know, and something that I see a lot is if you focus too much on really trying to get something emotional to happen, you put too much pressure on yourself. If you do good structural work and help the body to physically release, emotions will come up as they're meant to, as a part of that tissue memory.
Yeah.
So again, that it's natural, that your body wants these things to release so that it can go back to feeling peaceful and calm.
Mhm.
And then as far as the emotions, always remembering that you can feel as little or as much as you want to.
Mhm.
You know, so many people are afraid to feel emotions because they think they'll be overwhelmed. And I always tell people that, you know, we're really good at shutting it off. You know,
Mhm.
we've shut it off so many times that we can do that. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're really nervous about it, just do one breath. And all you have to
Mhm.
do is one breath. And if you, with that one breath, allow yourself with the breath to collect and feel as much as the emotions as you can, and with the breath out, let out as much of the emotions as you can, then you can shut it right back down. But then give yourself just a few minutes to feel if there's any difference. And usually
Mhm.
people can feel a change with just letting one breath out. There's a spot that might feel a little looser or a little lighter. And
Yeah.
so when you realize that you can do it with one breath and you can shut it back down, then you can give yourself more courage. Well, let me see about 2 breaths, or let me see about 3 breaths.
Mhm.
And the keys are remembering that you can feel as much or, you know, as little as you want. You can just do it for one breath, but each breath can lead to results. And
Yeah.
as you start to feel that you can feel better when you feel these emotions and help them let them out, then it gives you hope that you can actually, you know, make progress and it doesn't have to be as scary.
Yeah. And I actually had a client just before I left the clinic today that was kind of going through this. You know, she's new to allowing the emotions to come up. And ever since she's been allowing to come up, she's feeling overwhelmed because they're all coming at once.
Hmm.
And so we had kind of this conversation, and she's like, and the image that she came up with for herself was, so you're telling me that at any time I can put them back into a box and cover the lid.
Hmm.
And then whenever I need to and want to, I can uncover the lid and allow myself to feel it. I said, absolutely. You can do it as much or as little as you want to. And I think that's the thing that people need to know is um, chip away at it. It's
Yeah.
not all at once because it will be too overwhelming for the body. Do it in bits and pieces. And if you need to take a break, absolutely take a break for a little bit because it can be, as you felt, it was exhausting when you went
Hmm.
through what you went through with your dad, but then later on is when that peace and that other sensations came.
Hmm. Yeah, and I like the lids and things like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'll tell my clients, because I know at first I used to think of it like a big safe with a huge door that I'd have to shut.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I made it easier, I just imagined it like window blinds, you know, where I
Mm-hmm.
could just turn it a little, but it was
Close it.
easy. But I
Yeah.
didn't have it have to be such a hard thing to open and a hard thing to close. It could just
Yeah.
be really easy and quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that safe, I'm sure that felt like a whole heck of a lot of work.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did.
And hard to
Yeah.
access and hard to want to
Yes.
go into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And